Hello, it is Sunday, September 29th, 2024. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Sunday crossword today, which means we're going to be solving a big themed grid. The eyes have it. Of course, Sunday puzzles uniquely have titles, and maybe something around eyes with which you see, or the letter I in words. We'll find out soon enough. And this titled Sunday edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Kathleen Quinn, Quotidiophile, and, as always, the indomitable Shulmaster, the incorrigible Sheeler Beeler, the indefinable Charlie Paget, and the indecipherable Ray Grant. Thank you so much to the 6 of them, benefactors, of course, of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. They support this channel, keep it going day in, day out, and for that, I'm very grateful. Thanks to those 6 and to everybody who supports the channel at any level via the Patreon campaign. If you'd like to do that yourself, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve, where you'll find, or click the description field link. You'll find there the bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors, like those 6 I mentioned, the official Let's Check the Crosses Daily Solve mug. And thanks as well if you subscribe on YouTube. That's a big help. You can also join the Daily Solve Discord chat server. A nice friendly description field link will take you to the nice friendly chat community. And with that somewhat muddled spiel out of the way, let's get on to the Daily Solve today, which has been constructed by Joe Dini, who's constructed a couple of dozen puzzles for the New York Times. It was edited once again by Joel Faliano. It's a Sunday puzzle entitled The Eyes Have It, and let's start solving, see what that theme is all about. Establishment where you might eat a muffin while petting a ragamuffin. I have no idea what that's about. This could be a punny theme answer. I don't know. Chocolate source cacao, maybe? Let's see if that works. 2019 sci-fi film whose title means to the stars, Ad Astra. Yes. I actually have not seen that film, but I recognize the name. Decks out. Adorns. You deck out a room. You adorn it with decoration. Clay pigeon for one. A target. A clay pigeon would be a target in skeet shooting. And so we've completed 30 across, which is a small square 1. So a 1 is a square number, and it's a particularly small one. So there we go. All right, supergroup that performed at Woodstock familiarly. CSNY maybe? Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young? I bet that's it. Let's see if that works. So cat cafe. I was wondering if there's a cat cafe. I didn't realize a ragamuffin was a cat. My first thought was a cat cafe because you pet cats in them. But yeah, I didn't realize a ragamuffin referred to a cat. I only think about that referring to sort of little children. Okay, well, there we go. That must be the case. Okay, so if something's leaning, it's a tilt. It's a bit askew. Library amenity, free book. It's not so much amenity as the sort of principal function of a library, so maybe not. Anecdotes that are more likely to elicit eye rolls. Corny something. Anecdotes. Corn. Eye rolls. The eyes have it. I wonder if that's relevant. It probably is. Popular piercing site. The ear is obviously a common place where people get piercings. Library amenity. Maybe it is free something, because cornier, maybe free Wi-Fi. And here we have, diamond pattern is Argyle. Yes, it is indeed a pattern involving diamond shapes. So free Wi-Fi, I bet this is. And here we have players who straddle 2 positions in hoops lingo. Well, obviously this looks like the word 2, but I don't think it will be, because we already have 2 in the clue. We're not going to repeat it. So twin something, or wax-coated cheese. No, not that, because wax-coated cheese is probably Edam in 4 letters. I mean, there are other wax-coated cheeses, but this is a pretty common one in the New York Times crossword. Players who straddle 2 positions. I don't know. Longtime NASCAR sponsor. Well, STP is a motor oil brand that I think is a common race sponsor. Investigative journalist Tarbell. Ida Tarbell was a famous 20th century investigative journalist. Prepare for the stand. Take an oath or swear something. I'm thinking of preparing for the stand in court, maybe. Swear in? Yeah, 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 okay. So, and I think in this sense, prepare is being used as a transitive verb. So you're swearing someone in. You're preparing them for the stand. Although I guess actually you could say you could prepare yourself. You could swear in and that prepare. Yeah, so I guess it works either way. Anyway, that's the answer. Anecdotes that are more likely to elicit eye rolls. Cornier stories. What's the pun there? Oh, 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 I see. The eyes have it. Okay, it has nothing to do with I here. That's completely irrelevant, I think. Um, Cornier stories. I looked at that and I was sort of looking at it and I thought that kind of looks like the phrase corner stores. And it is the phrase corner stores if we remove the eyes from it, if we remove the eyes phonetically. Okay, so there we go. So we're going to have phrases that in the grid where if we remove the letter I, the instances of the letter I from them, then we will have just a normal idiomatic English language phrase that is not defined by the clue, but should be recognizable. All right, highway that includes a Lake Michigan ferry crossing. It could be US something, US 10 or US 2. I don't know. I don't know which I think is more likely. Let loose, to leash, to uncork, to no, I don't know. Virtual animal companion. Oh wow, Neopet. I've never actually interacted with a Neopet, but I do remember them being a big fad for a while. It's some kind. I think it's all software based. I don't think it's. I don't think they have a physical kind of encapsulation like Tamagotchis did, but maybe they do. I don't know. Anyway, Neopets definitely a thing. Let loose is on something. Part of a series is. Not sure. A sequel maybe, as in you have the original work, then a sequel, and then more, and then that becomes a series. Okay. Oh no, although this doesn't look very good, does it? One on which you might play I Spy. That doesn't look right at all. So maybe this is not sequel. Okay, never mind. Blank said, as I said, maybe. Oh, a season, as in a television series, might include several seasons. Okay, or several series in British English. On which you might play I Spy. Oh, a car ride. Yes, you might point out things that are red or whatever, and then in that game on a car ride. Let loose on cask. I don't think that's right. I don't know why I can't seem to think of the obvious answer here. Movie ending. Does it mean a suffix to the word movie? Movie ending, question mark. I don't know. Followed. If the events followed, they ensued. They happened afterwards in sequence. So to let loose is to uncase. To uncage, of course it's uncage. Movie ending. Oh, moviegoer. That's a word. So there we go. Sport with union and league varieties. You've got rugby union and rugby league, which are two varieties of the game rugby with sort of a traditionally kind of a class distinction between them. Well, I'll be G, I guess. Cave dweller. Maybe not. Maybe not G, I mean, because cave. Oh, no, an eel. Maybe, yeah, eels would live in underground caves. There we go. They sort of poke out. All right, popular news source. I'm not sure offhand. I don't know if it means a specific news source or if it means a kind of news source or a medium. I'm not sure. Madcap, zany maybe. A madcap comedy could be sort of zany. Some drink garnishes. Zests, as in citrus zest, for instance, like lemon. Naval rank, an ensign is a naval rank in a military context. Let the situation play out. See how it goes. I don't know. That seems too speculative. I'll wait. Goes places. Travels. No. Seems straightforward. Menu items that McDonald's no longer offers in America as of 2020. I have no idea. Not McRibs. um, Salads, maybe? Does McDonald's no longer sell salads? Let's see. Fast casual bakery chain. Oh yeah, Panera, as in Panera bread. So yeah, probably is salads. Wow, I didn't know that. Open as an envelope to unseal an envelope. I guess nobody was going to McDonald's for the salads anyway. Let the situation play out. See Morgantown's state abbreviation. West Virginia, maybe? Just trying to think what state this could be. I don't think I know Morgantown, but I mean, VA is Virginia, so maybe West Virginia. Let the situation play out. See where it goes. Yeah, that actually works for me. Let's see if this is correct. Spot for a rake, a shed where you maybe keep your gardening tools. Spanish title, Siorna. It seems plausible. Qualities of the perfect rant. Oh, this doesn't look very good, does it? Maybe not car ride, but maybe car trip. And then this could be wept. Yes, if you broke down, you sobbed, you cried, you wept. So highway that includes a Lake Michigan ferry crossing, it is US 10. And players who straddle two positions in hoops lingo. Oh, tweeners, as in they're between two positions. That must be right. Okay. And then sign of a hit. This is a very classic New York Times crossword entry. SRO, standing room only, might be advertised outside of a Broadway production or something. No seats remaining, only standing room. Qualities of the perfect rant. Tirade. Oh, right. So we have an I here. So trade deals. That's not spelled correctly for that. Qualities of the perfect rant. Oh, no, it is going to be that. Trade ideals, or rather, tirade ideals or trade deals, which means this is an A, which means my inference here was incorrect. So see what happens. There we go. Yet another way to suggest to let this situation play out. So that's fine. But here we go. We have another I's have it answer. So tirade ideals might be the qualities of the perfect rant. And if we remove the I's, we have trade deals. There we go. Okay, popular news source. So public something. I don't know. Oh, public radio, maybe. Yeah, that's a popular news source. All right, there we go. So 2 for an opinion. You might say, I'm going to offer my 2 cents, my opinion. Anti-traffic organization. Is it DEA? No. Is that what it is? Anti-traffic organization. Thinking of drug trafficking in this case. Is that what it is? Why can I not think what that stands for? Exodus figure. Okay, so it is that. It is the DEA. That sounds right. I just can't think what it stands for some reason. That's infuriating. I'm just having a complete mind blank on that. Anyway, Exodus figure is the Pharaoh who, in Exodus in the Bible, exiled the Jews. All right. Comparatively low. I don't know. Ship's body is its hull. The Liberty Bell composer is John Philip Sousa. Comparatively low as drug whose therapeutic value to alcoholics was advocated by AA co-founder Bill W. Oh, I didn't know this. It must be LSD. I had no idea. That's interesting. So comparatively low is as sad. Right, I see. If you're as sad as he is, you're comparatively low. Your lowness, your sadness compares. Okay, extreme pessimists are dour people. I don't know. More risque assertion. This is probably one of our eyes have it clues. More risque assertion. A something claim, I bet. More risque and clam. What would end with clam? More risque assertion. I don't know. I can think of the phrase happy as a clam, but that doesn't fit with this at all. 200 milligrams to a jeweler. That must be a carrot. I don't think I knew that, but there we go. First name in country music. Here's one of our classic first name clues in which they refer to an important person, but also their first name, their given name. I assume this is Reba, as in Reba McEntire, as a famous country singer. Fruity dessert is a sorbet, I suppose. Blank the bonny boat was won as we sailed into the mystic, Van Morrison lyric. Ere the bonny boat was won as we sailed into the mystic. I think that must be ere being a poetic form of before. Giving off, emitting. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Exuding? Yeah, if you're okay, that works as well. So if you're giving off a particular vibe, you're exuding it. Reasons that commuters might prefer Uber. Taxi something, taxi evasion? Yep. Oh no, wait. Wait, why is that? How is that not right? I guess it isn't. Taxi, it's going to be taxi something. Oh no, it wouldn't be taxi evasion because then you'd remove both I's and you'd left with tax evasion, which doesn't make any sense. So reasons that commuters might prefer Uber. Taxi, tax. Oh, I can't think what it is. Okay. My time to shine. I'm on, or it's me or something. I'm on. On the dot, you could say, noon on the dot, be there exactly on time. Disorderly agitation, a tumult, big commotion. Gas brand, Mobil, like Exxon Mobil. Okay, so what are these reasons? Taxi, I don't know. Extreme pessimists, doomers, you do hear that phrase sometimes. People who are sort of doom, everything's doom laden. Sporty Mazda model. The Mazda Miata is a sports car, so there we go. Watch for hours, say. Watch for hours. Oh, binge, as in binge television. Yep, okay. And then Seinfeld curmudgeon. So this is presumably a character on the show Seinfeld. Who is a curmudgeon on Seinfeld? I don't know. I mean, I've seen a fair amount of Seinfeld. I can't think who this is offhand. Is it George's father? Oh, no, it's just George. Sorry. For some reason, I just wasn't even considering the main cast of the show. I was just only thinking of side characters. I don't know why. Anyway, George Costanza is, of course, the curmudgeonly one of the four. Primarily curmudgeonly one of the four. Old T-shirt, maybe it could be used as a rag, or maybe just is referred to that way. Made like, if you made like someone, you imitated them, you aped them. Script specifications are doses. Is this script as in prescription? And then ending of many designer dog breed names, a poo as in a poodle mix. I can't think of any examples offhand, but I've certainly heard that before. So script specifications, this must be doses. And then, taxi biases. Right, okay, tax bases. I'm not very surprised I didn't immediately think of tax bases, take tax bases as a phrase. But there we go. I mean, that's a financial term. But there we go, taxi biases. We remove the I's have it, and we get tax bases. Very good. Okay, to complete in a tidy manner, to button, you could say button it up. I think that's a phrase. It means that. Let's keep going. Small screen release. Ads? I don't think so. Cool, calm, and collected. Serene, maybe? I'm not certain that that's right. Largest of the citrus fruits. An orange, I guess? I don't know. I don't trust myself to know all. There might be obscure citrus fruits that I don't know or can't immediately think of, but let's see if that works. Small screen release. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not confident enough about that to put it in. That had to hurt. Ooh, maybe. Like OOH, I'm not sure. Observes Yom Kippur. Fasts. Oh, that had to hurt could then be oof. Yeah, I mean, that works just as well for me. In fact, it works better, I guess. Most favorable conditions. Is that right? I don't know, maybe fasts is wrong. That's probably wrong. Most favorable conditions. I don't know, what is that? Home to 8 of the 10 fastest growing cities in the U.S. This will be a state, presumably. It's got to be a pretty big state, or at least reasonably big. No, I guess it doesn't need to necessarily. Fastest growing doesn't necessarily mean they already have a big population. So in theory, they could be small cities that are fast growing. I don't know. Tight-fitting suits, spandex. Does that count as... I don't know if you'd say the top-fitting suits are spandex. That's a sort of material that you'd use to make, or brand. This clue's missing letter is the letter S. Okay, well, that's something. Maybe it is spandex. Tight-fitting suit. Oh, no, it's not. It's Speedos, as in bathing suits. That's what it is. That's better, because that can be pluralized. Okay, good. Put forward. To put something forward is to... trying to think of something that ends in E, and I can't. Lipstick container is a lipstick tube. This does not look like a state to me. Okay, maybe it isn't. Oh, the Sun Belt. Yeah, you hear people talk about the Sun Belt as a region. Okay, and then that would make it easier for it to contain 8 such cities if it spreads across multiple states. Okay, so that must be right. So then what about this? Put forward. I still don't know. Cool, calm, and collected. Yeah, ends in ED. That's not a surprise. Largest of the citrus fruits. Right. Okay, so I was right to erase orange. Is it Tangelo? No, that's too long. I can't think what this is. What is Tangelo itself? What's the low bit of that? That's probably what this is. Small screen release. I don't know. That had to hurt. I think this is fast, so I'm going to put that back in. And that had to hurt was oof. I liked those crosses. So then what's this? Largest of the citrus fruits. Pomelo? Is that something? That sounds familiar. So, no, yeah, maybe it is, because small screen release could be an app, like on a phone. That's the small screen in question, not television. Cool. I mean, although you could have those on, I guess these days televisions have apps as well. Cool, calm, and collected. Poised. Yes, that's right. Largest of the citrus fruits is... It is a pomelo. That is something. I don't know if I've ever eaten one, but I've certainly heard of it. Most favorable conditions, optima. Right, the optimum conditions, the optima plural. That is good. Or optimal or optimum, I guess, is what it's pluralizing. Put forward is opine. If you put forward your opinion, you opine, you share it. So here we have geniuses. So genuses, presumably, once we remove the I. Ones with flexible minds and bodies. Oh boy, I don't know what the genus is going to... It's something, obviously some kind of genetic or taxonomic phrase. Became something into. You became something. You made something into something. You'd be making something else. Causing something else to become something. Anyway, light units, lumens. No, that's too long. Director Johnson, Ryan Johnson, is a director of Knives Out, Brick. Light units, probably ends with an S. Hose. It could be hose meaning, hose in the sense of pantyhose. Well, what about this? Source of a life-saving shot. Source of a life-saving shot. What's the source? I don't know. Is it something that's sort of used to create a vaccine or something? I'm not sure. Totally crush it. To rule, in modern lingo, could be to slay. Totally crush it does make it sound like it's going to be something slangy like that. Ones with flexible minds and bodies. I I don't know. Pliable geniuses? I'm trying to think of things with I in them. That's a ridiculous phrase. Uh, I don't know. I don't know what this is. Not online, not online, online. IRL in real life. Okay, well, there's the I that we're going to be removing, presumably. Hose, oh, nylons. There we go, that's it. And then totally crush it. It does look like it's probably slay. And then acquire something through hard work is... To acquire something through hard work is to earn it. Yes, that's right. Light units... I don't know. Oh, no, I do. Watts. Like a light bulb might be rated in watts. And then became... Oh, grew into... Yes, that's what I was looking for. Could not get it until I had the W. Control... Oh, to control someone is to rein them in. That's right. Oh, it is pliant geniuses. Isn't that what I said? I was just trying to think of flexibility and pliant because it has an I. Plant geniuses. Right, that's correct. That is it. Yeah, pliant geniuses becomes plant geniuses. So it's referring to, categorization of plant species into genuses. Amazing. Okay, so that turned out to be right. Good. Jalapeno's hotter cousin is serrano pepper. To really enjoy something is to dig it. Points out IDs. You identify someone, you point them out. Cranky mood. A snit. If you're in a snit, you're in a bit of a cranky mood. I think that's probably right with that I there. In-depth knowledge of the menu, perhaps. I don't know. It's another theme clue, presumably. I don't know, though. Source of a life-saving shot. Oh, an EpiPen. That's what it is. Okay. So that's correct. Part of an outfit. A top, I guess, would be part of an outfit. No blank may. Pollinator-friendly movement. Pollinator-friendly movement. So something, a pro-bee act? I'm not sure what this is. Or sort of holiday or month. What do you do that's pollinator-friendly? No... I don't know. Pollinator-friendly. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this, I don't think. It might start with an M. Often these sorts of things are alliterative with the month, but it might not be. Oh, actually, no, maybe it is, because your métier is something that around which you have a lot of knowledge and experience. So actually, I bet that is the case. So in-depth knowledge of the menu, perhaps, is a something métier, which comes from the phrase something meter. In-depth knowledge of the menu, perhaps. Foodie métier? No. There's an I in it, but you remove the I and you have food with an E on the end, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know. Fuzzy fruits. Kiwis? So no mow, don't mow the lawn, I guess. I guess that probably does destroy sort of little flowers that are growing there that bees might pollinate. I bet that's probably what that's about, but someone let me know if that's wrong. Foil wrapped treat. It's a candy bar, probably. What would it be? I don't know. I can't think. Certain premarital festivities. Showers or certain premarital festivities. Hen-dos or what would that be called? The bridal showers, I guess. Or I don't know. I don't know what this is. Sorry. Keenan's co-star on 90s TV. Kel, Keenan and Kel. I remember that. I definitely remember watching that at the time. Silent movie successor, a talkie. When synchronized sound was introduced to motion pictures. Foil wrapped treat. Why can I not see what this is? I don't know. If you say so. I'm not sure. Believes. Feels. I feel this to be the case. I believe it to be the case. Could be right. Hypothetical. Yeah, no, I think it actually is because hypothetical is a what if. Good. If you say so. I don't know. Commercial transport of goods. I'm not sure. One might be spotted in the Serengeti. Presumably a number of different animals. I'm not sure. Oh, no, but spotted. It's probably an animal with spots. But I still can't think. In-depth knowledge of the menu, perhaps. Wine something? No, probably not. Not long enough. Mulan adversaries, the Huns, the adversaries in the film Mulan. Country whose flag features the silhouette of a double-headed eagle. I wish I just knew this right offhand. Commercial transport of goods. Haul. Oh, it is. It is. I was thinking the U is probably part of haul. It's just haulage. That's what it is. And then if you say so, I guess, if you say so. Oh, kiss, right. A Hershey's Kiss, a chocolate kiss. I was trying to think of a bar, a candy bar, but that set me. I was thinking Twix and things like that. But nope, that was put me on the wrong track entirely. So here we have country whose flag, Albania. I think almost certainly. Let's look at this. Oh, yeah, it is, because Gershwin composition that opens with a famous clarinet glissando is Rhapsody in Blue. Incredibly distinctive and excellent piece of music. In-depth knowledge of the menu, perhaps. Oh, waiter métier? Oh, yeah, water meter. That's right. That's correct. Okay. So it's a bit of an awkward phrase, waiter métier. But yeah, I suppose the kind of knowledge and sort of vocational knowledge of a waiter who would have in-depth knowledge of a menu. And then we remove the eyes and we get water meter. So there we go. That's right. Everglades denizens. Egrets, I think. Egrets. Those wading birds are. They live in the Everglades, the Florida Everglades, I guess. Oil catcher in the kitchen. A drain something? No, a oil catcher in the kitchen. Not sure. Oh, hyena is spotted in the Serengeti. That's right. Okay. Mozart's Adagio blank for violin and orchestra. It must be Adagio in E. I mean, I would not have known that offhand, but with the crosses, it worked out. Oil catcher in the kitchen. A drip pan. That's what it is. Boy, that took me a while. Okay, there we go. Drip pan to catch oil. Certain premarital festivities are something parties. It's not bachelor parties. What is it? I don't know. Prepare. Something up, maybe? Facade. A front? Well, I don't know. Diva's time to shine. Diva's time to shine. Oh, an aria in an opera. Yes, okay. So a featured song in an opera. It was a song for a featured singer. Facade. And go bad to deform. I don't think that's right. Facade. Not sure. What about this? Land's End. Is it just the letter D, the end of the word land? It could be. Let's try this. High style, question mark. Not sure what that's about. Scrub. To nix something, to scrub it, to get rid of it. Go bad. I'm not sure about that. Where to watch the big game? Oh, safari. You go on a safari and you watch big game, another game in the sense of animals that you hunt. I think that must be right. Latin name for ancient Troy is it's is it Iliac or Ili? Because the Iliad is named for Troy. It's something like that. I can't think what the last letter is, annoyingly. High style. Oh, no, it's Ilium. Sorry, it's Ilium. And then, yes, that's what it is. So then, sorry, what was this? High style. Oh, right. Okay, so updo. So as in a high hairstyle that's put up. Go bad. I don't know. Skinny as a beanpole or thin as a rail. A simile, right. Because a simile is like a metaphor that uses like or as, although I think, honestly, in common speech, we kind of refer to them all as metaphors pretty frequently. But anyway, skinny as a beanpole or thin as a rail. So they're something similes. Interestingly, if you removed both eyes from this, you'd have something unpronounceable. So maybe we just remove this one and have smile, and then we remove one eye from over here. So maybe it's not that we remove all the eyes, we just remove two. I'm just assuming this is going to be a theme clue, and actually it's symmetrically disposed to this one. So yes, I think that's a safe assumption. A wry smile. Yeah, no, that's right. That's right. A wiry simile. Wow, what a bizarre phrase. It's pretty good. So a wiry simile, in other words, a simile that refers to somebody being wiry or thin or skinny. We remove two of the eyes, not all of them, but two of them, and we get a wry smile. So I'm kind of surprised by that, but I guess maybe because eyes in this is also, it's also a homophone of eyes in our head, and we have two of those, so maybe we're meant to infer we remove two of these. Anyway, let's look at this. Brand for Buddy. Alpo is a brand of pet food, so Buddy is a dog, classic dog's name, I guess. DC Insider is a Paul or a politician in Washington, D.C. Beasts of burden, asses are beasts of burden. Campaign of mind games, in brief, would be a psyop, a psychological operation in warfare. Yodel alternatives are yo-hos or something? I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm thinking of yodeling, making loud singing cries. I'm not sure what that's about. Echoes, maybe? I don't know. Splashy gambler in lingo, a whale. I think that's how casinos refer to very big spenders. So ho-hos, I guess. I'm not quite sure I understand that. Oh no, is it hi-hos? Like the Seven Dwarves? I don't know. Sea between Italy and Greece, the Ionian Sea. So it is ho-hos. Is that a candy? Is yodel or a confection? Is yodel a sort of... Because ho-hos are little sort of commercially baked treats, so maybe yodels are those as well. I don't know. Anyway, poetic foot with a dun-dun-dun rhythm, an anapest. So kind of anapestic meter, I suppose, would be dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun in the stresses in the lines of poetry. Certain premarital festivities are... Oh, stag parties. Oh, right, okay. That's annoying. I said stag do's before in my head, and I figured that's not going to be it, but I didn't think of stag parties. It's obviously just another way to say that. Okay, well, that's a shame. And I didn't get that earlier, but we're getting there. More risque assertion. A steamier claim? Yeah, that must be right. So it's more risque, it's steamier, it's more, sort of charged. And then what? Steamer clam? Oh, right. Okay, so I guess in the sense that you steam clams, there must be... Do you refer to a particular kind of clam that are suitable for steaming as steamer clams? Is that right? I don't know. I think that must be what that is. I'm not familiar with the phrase, but I think that must be the answer. And then to go bad... Oh, if food goes bad, it expires. A facade is a guise. You dress yourself up. You disguise yourself. And then prepare is tee up, right? Okay, if you tee up a ball, you prepare it, but you can also use it metaphorically to tee up an argument or something. And then here we have Aer Lingus, a Irish air carrier, and good. It's always a slight relief when the Sunday puzzle validates. It's such a big grid. There's plenty of opportunity for typos or just having gotten things wrong entirely. Anyway, let's look at our theme. The eyes have it. We have cornier stories, which becomes corner stores, tirade ideals, which becomes trade deals, wiry simile, which becomes a wry smile, steamier claim becomes steamer clam, Taxi biases becomes tax bases. Waiter métier becomes water meter. And finally, I think I've caught all of them. Pliant geniuses becomes plant genuses. There we have it. Those were the I's. Very good. The I's have it. We removed two I's, which in I think all but one case was all of the I's in each clue. I guess we also I guess you could read it as removing two I's, or you could read it as removing one I from each word. I suppose either is a valid parse of that. And there we go. Very clever. We've found some very punny phrases deriving from I's added to ordinary English idiomatic phrases. And I always wonder how people find these. I think in some cases people find them through sort of writing simple computer programs to parse thousands and thousands of words and phrases to find candidates. I'm always curious. I assume not everybody does that, and there are probably certain kinds of themes that are more suited to that sort of analysis than others. But because the funny thing about this one is that you wouldn't necessarily. I guess what you could do is you could write a program that comes up that takes ordinary phrases, starts with phrases, two-word phrases, and then adds I's to them and just sees if you have two words at all. Because there's no reason a computer would be able to identify that steamier claim is itself a sort of appropriately punny phrase that could be clued. But, I guess steamer clam, it could at least identify that you could create steamier claim, which are valid words, even if so then as the constructor, you'd have to go through and whittle down the results of that to find the ones that could be clued in a punny way. But anyway, I think it's an interesting theme. I think it was well constructed. I slightly wish that Wiry Smile had only had two I's to begin, but I think it's a nitpick on my part. And there we have it. The I's have it, I guess. The Sunday crossword. I enjoyed it. Hope you did as well. I'll be back tomorrow with the simpler, smaller Monday puzzle. Join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.